2. Swung on and miss. Fuchs
coming in right side, Sip goes down to the slide and gets it.
Nelson's going to take off on the pitch, which is a called strike 3. Anderson.
Wes Marshall pitches a ground ball through the infield on the left side. One will score. They're going to wave a second runner around. Throw will come to the plate. It is not in time.
Alston Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
Welcome to the Irie Insurance pregame show here in Enderlin at Hendrickson Field as we get you ready for Oaks and Northern Cass as we get to our loser out portion. You win and your season is still alive. If you lose, your season comes to an end here in the Region 1 baseball tournament. I'm Chase Miller alongside Joey Hughes. It's the Oaks Tornadoes, the number 6 seed here in this the number 4 seed in this tournament, going up against the number 2 seeded Northern Cass Jaguars. Northern Cass 12 wins, 4 losses on the season. Oaks at 6-9. Let's recap on how these two teams got here. Oaks fell to Oak Grove 14-4 in 6 innings yesterday to open up the portion of the bracket at Kindred yesterday morning into the early afternoon. Northern Cass, well, they had their game suspended due to rain against Kindred Richland, and then they finished that game off starting with the top of the 5th inning here in Enderlin early this morning at 11 o'clock in the morning. Kindred Richland would go on to win by a final of 5-1 in that outcome. So Oaks and Northern Cass here in this one, followed by Oak Grove and Hankinson, Fairmount, Campbell, Tinta, Rossholt, Lidgerwood. The winner of this contest and the next contest will play in our evening game at 5 o'clock, with the winner of that game to play Kindred Richland in a loser out game on Monday in Castleton at 5. The Central Cass Squirrels have already advanced to that championship round, and they will await a number of these games now until 7 o'clock on Monday night. This is our Irie Insurance pregame show. For more information, go online to irieins.com. That's irieins.com. Quick time out. We're back after this. We'll recap what happened early this season when the Tornadoes and Jags got together here on your live event.
Dakota Heritage Bank is a bank on the go and on the grow, with locations in Hunter, Hope, Galesburg, Hillsboro, Grandin, Gackle, Streeter, Judd, Harvey, Medina, and Red Lake Falls. More locations and more services. Dakota Heritage Bank offers mobile banking and online banking with bill pay, so you can bank anytime, anywhere. Stop in and visit Dakota Heritage Bank today. Sharing our heritage, sharing our future. dhbanknd.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Friday Night Racing returns this summer to Red River Valley Speedway in West Fargo, featuring 5-wide, high-flying, family-friendly action. Weekly racing featuring IMCA modified, stock cars, sport mods, sprint cars, hobby stocks, and index legends. Racing begins at 7 o'clock. Adult tickets are $13, kids tickets just $5. See the full schedule online at RedRiverValleySpeedway.com. All summer long, enjoy Friday night action at Red River Valley Speedway in West Fargo.
Powerful and playful, delicate and precise, bold and carefree. It's the way you move, and it moves us. To deliver care for your whole family, to provide options beyond the expected, to help you leave pain in the past and find your way forward. Orthopedics and sports medicine at Sanford Health.
As we come back here on your live event on our Irie Insurance pregame show, Sam Johnson, the head coach for the Northern Cass Jaguars, Greg Dobitz, the head coach for the Oaks Tornadoes, talking it over right now with our umpiring crew. Calling balls and strikes will be Dave Klunt here in this contest from Hendrickson Field. You're going to have Tom Perius up the first baseline, and then you're going to have Justin Farkas. He's going to be up the third baseline here in this one for our umpiring crew on our Irie Insurance pregame show. Earlier this season, when these two teams got together on April the 21st, the Oaks Tornadoes and alongside Northern Cass in Oaks, it was a 6-1 win for Northern Cass. Then final on a senior day on May the 11th in Hunter, a 2-1 win for Northern Cass as well over the Oaks Tornadoes. for Northern Cass. The winner of this one has their season move alive for at least another game here in Enderlin, while the loser will have their season come to a close here in the Region 1 baseball tournament. So that is what is on schedule here between Northern Cass and Oaks. Northern Cass had to sit around for a couple hours after losing to Kindred Richland, so we'll see how they kind of kept warm here in Enderlin. And on the opposite side for the Oaks Tornadoes, taking the drive and able to get here for one game for sure. The Tornadoes are hoping to get to 2 games a little bit later on. For the Jags, if they can win this contest, they would find themselves potentially playing 2.5 games here in Enderlin this afternoon. As we get ready, that does it again for our Irie Insurance pregame show. For more information, go online to irieins.com. First pitch here just after the 3 o'clock hour. And that'll be at 3:02 for a strike. Fletcher Wilprecht, Xavier Vossler, and Howie Newstill, the top of the lineup here for the Oaks Tornadoes, batting 1, 2, and 3. That one will miss for a ball. Now 1-1. Gavin Christensen is batting cleanup, the junior right fielder. Briley Hammerman, the senior designated hitter. And the pitch. This one's going to be fouled, and we'll make it 1-2. After Christensen, it's Hammerman batting 5th, David Schmidt 6th, Dolney 7th, Roney 8th, and Trainer is batting 9th. Here's the pitch. Little check swing. Did he go? No, he did not. They will not appeal. That'll be 2-2. Aaron Busick on the mound here for Northern Cass with Jack Metzger behind the plate. The battering ram in this one, and the pitch. This one is going to be popped up, and that is to center field. Hussar is there for the out. And that'll be 1 down here in the top of the first inning. So Busick again on the mound for 1 out. Oslin at third. Neva at short with Van Wetchel at first base here. Larson is going to be at second for Northern Cass. First pitch to Volsler, and Volsler hits one in the air down the left field line. That one has to the track, and that one is going to one-hop the wall. It's 370 down the left field line, and Xavier Volsler hit all of that one for a double. So Volsler gets a base knock there. Howie Newstill's due up, and now we're going to have a courtesy runner here for the Tornadoes. As coming in here for the Tornadoes will be Noah Wood. So Wood will be at second base. Westland in left field, already getting early on in the action. Hussar in center, and Matthew Metzger in right here for Northern Cass. As Howie Newstill, the third baseman, is due up here. And the pitch. That one going to be in the dirt low for a ball. Now 1-0. So after a 1-out double here, we'll see what the Oaks Tornadoes can try to get on the board here. Is the righty Aaron Busick. That one is going to be hit in the air to center. Hussar is able to make it. Gets the out there. The relay throw isn't in time. No. By about a half a step, Hussar was able to get it back in cleanly, and Larson almost had the double play on the stretch. A bang-bang play. 2 outs now in the top of the first inning. That was close as Wood kind of went a third of the way up instead of tagging, kind of seeing if that one maybe was going to be dropped by Hussar, or if that could have found a little bit of real estate. Instead, he almost got doubled up. And the pitch, that'll be in there for a strike to Gavin Christensen for the junior right fielder. Oaks and Northern Cass here, top of the first inning. Batter number 4 here for the Tornadoes in the lineup against the righty Busick. Yes, he went, and now it's going to be the runner, though. Will go from second to third on the wild pitch. So Volsler is going to be at third base, but Christensen went, and that'll be now 0-2. So Dave Klunt said, yep, you went, so that's going to be a strike here. Now Gavin Christensen will have to battle for the junior right fielder. This one's going to be popped up, and that's going to be up the third base line foul. And that would be 0-2. Gavin Christensen, we'll see pitch number 4 of the at-bat here against Aaron Busick. And the 0-2 pitch on the way. That one going to be missing for a ball. Now 1-2. Oaks Tornadoes again 6-9 on this season. Northern Cass 12 wins and 4 losses. The Jags out in their gray uniforms, Oaks out in their black tops with gray pants. The pitch, this one's going to be hit in the air, and that's going to die in front of the left fielder here, as that's an RBI single for Gavin Christensen, and the Oaks Tornado strike first on our Bank North scoreboard. It's 1-0 Oaks. So Christensen just able to get enough of that one. That's all that matters, though, able to deliver the RBI there, and Christensen gets the Oaks Tornadoes up early here in this one. As we go to Briley Hammerman now, the senior designated hitter. He'll come in and take a strike now, 0-1. Hammerman, the senior here in the DH spot for the head coach and Greg Dobitz. One thing when you take a look at the roster here, a number of guys for Oaks, part of that co-op with North Sargent, Sargent Central. This a pickup play quickly. They're going to get hit a little bit there in the stomach on the pickoff. Was Van Wetschel trying to apply the tag. And we'll keep it with an 0-1 pitch on the way. So Busick looks back into his battering ram, and Jack Metzger here. After a fly out to Wilprecht, a double by Volser, as Wood came in to score on the courtesy run. This one's going to die in left center field as well. So 1 run is in. And Christensen now at second, and Hammerman gets aboard. So we've seen 3 hits here in this inning. And now runners at first and second for the Jags. Hammerman and Christensen. Christensen in scoring position. Xavier Volsler hit the double that went down the left field line, and that one probably went about 355 as it one hopped the wall. And then he came out, and Wood came on to score. David Schmitz comes up now, and Schmitz will take a strike for the senior left fielder. 6th batter here for the Oaks Tornadoes already up here at the plate. As Busick looks back the runner at second. This one will be swung on and missed. Now 0-2 runners go, and that's going to be a stolen base. So Christensen gets to third. Hammerman follows behind him and gets to second. Now 0-2 on the way to David Schmitz, but runners in scoring position here for the Tornadoes. As Busick looks in and fires. This one's be hit on the ground up the third base line and foul. So Oaks has a chance early to try to capitalize on this one here and try to get in front of Northern Cass with maybe 2 or 3 runs. The wind continues to blow out to left center and left field. Here's the 0-2 pitch. This one is hit to left. Westland tries to camp underneath. It does, and that'll retire the Oaks Tornadoes here in the top of the first inning. But still a productive first for Coach Dobitz, and alongside the Oaks Tornadoes, they score a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 runners left on base. We go to the bottom of the first inning. The Jags coming to bat for the first time this afternoon against Oaks on your live event.
Let's get real. You're ready for a place that's big enough to grow and small enough to care. So get ready for the University of Minnesota Crookston. With more than 30 majors, minors, and certificates, you'll earn a University of Minnesota degree in a close-knit community where faculty become friends and friends feel like family. And to get a degree that can make a difference, you don't need a big city, just big dreams. The University of Minnesota Crookston. Real, hands-on, ready.
Honesty, loyalty, integrity. At Bank North, we've remained true to these values for generations. They shape the way we do business, work with customers, and support our communities. We've been here for more than a century, helping people grow farms and businesses, finance homes, and pursue their dreams. It's values-based banking, and it's all about working together to strengthen the common threads that bind us together. Bank North, always true.
Go to the bottom of the first inning here. Jacob Larson, Trey Hussar, and Keegan Neva, the top of the order here, going up against Fletcher Wilprecht on the mound for the Oaks Tornadoes. Let's take a look at some of the other regions across the state of North Dakota here in terms of the Region 4 baseball tournament. That's going to get underway on Tuesday. Pembina County North against Midway Minto in the play-in game. And the winner of that one will head to play the top seed in Langdon area Edmore Munich on Tuesday at 7 o'clock. Everything will be played in Langdon. The 2-seed Grafton goes up against the 3-seeded Park River area Aggies at 4:30 on Tuesday, May the 24th. So that's a look at the Region 4 baseball tournament. Again, we will continue to keep those updated for you here throughout the day. I'll let you know some scores that come across. And reminder, the Region 1 baseball softball tournament gets underway on Saturday as well. That'll be a ball here to Jacob Larson, the senior second baseman here, against the righty Fletcher Wilprecht. This one runs in for a ball as well, now 2-0. Huzar, then Neva, Jack Metzger, the cleanup batter, batting fourth, with Van Wetchel fifth and Oslin sixth for the third baseman. Now 3-0 to Larson. Westland is the sophomore left fielder, seventh. Nate Cohn, the designated hitter, is batting eighth, and Busick, the pitcher, is ninth. 3-0 pitch in there for a strike. Now 3-1. Outfield left to right, Schmidt, Stolny, and Christensen for the Tornadoes. Here's the 3-1 offering. This one is hit in the air, and that's going to go to Dolney. And it's a leadoff single here for Jacob Larson as the Jags get their first base runner on batter number 1 this afternoon against the Tornadoes. Newstill is at third, Roney at short, Trainer at second, Lindbergh at first. Bolsters behind the plate here, and Fletcher Wilprecht again on the mound for the Oaks Tornadoes. Here's the pitch up coming here to the number 2 batter, Husar. Will take a ball. Now 1-0. In our last contest, just to kind of show there's some power for the Vikings and the Squirrels, but also the wind and just kind of the alleys here at Hendrickson Field allowed 7 home runs combined in that game. 3 solo by the Kinder Vikings. And then there was 3 solo as well by Central Cass, and then a 2-run shot by Kane McKinnon. Here's the pitch. This one foul back, and that'll be now 1-1. 45 degrees, overcast skies. We did have some rain coming through a little bit earlier in the day, but the forecast, knock on wood, looks all right now. I know earlier saw some snow in the central and western part of the state of North Dakota as well. Here's the 1-1 pitch that'll come in and hit him. So Husar will get hit by a pitch here, and the Jags have their first 2 runners aboard. Larson will be in scoring position now, hit by a pitch here for Husar. And now Northern Cass, just what you wanted here to start the game, just like Oaks. They got a run to come across. They lead at 1-0 on our Bank North scoreboard. It's the same thing here for Northern Cass with Keegan Neva, the junior shortstop, the ever-dangerous hitter, batting third here for the Jags at the plate. This one will be a ball, now 1-0. But so far for Fletcher Wilprecht, unable to find the strike zone. So for Sam Johnson delivering some signs up the third base line, hey, make sure you're going to see one in the zone. Otherwise, be patient. Just keep drawing walks, keep extending the at-bats if you can, and find a way to move the lineup up and down the line here as Neva works with a 2-0 pitch. Swings, fouls it back, now 2-1. So Larson took 5 pitches, got a walk. Huzar was hit by a pitch on the third of his at-bat. Now Keegan Neva will have pitch number 4 upcoming here against Fletcher Wilprecht. Wilprecht looks back the runner at second. Off-speed pitch, missing at the letters. Now 3-1 here to Neva. The winner of this game will play one more here tonight in Enderlin. That one probably looking more like a 7 o'clock start at this particular time. 3-1 pitch is going to be popped up. That's to left field to Schmitz. Schmitz is able to take a couple of steps underneath it, fire it back in, and everyone has to hold at their respective bases. So Neva flies out to Schmitz in left. We're out number 1 here of the first inning. It's coming up now here for Northern Cass. It'll be Jack Metzger, the senior catcher here. Same position as Neva with runners at first and second base. An opportunity to drive some runs across. Off-speed pitch will miss out of the zone. Now 1-0 if you're Wilprecht right now. Just unable to find the zone in terms of forcing the Jags to kind of take that bat off their shoulder and really attack. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Falls behind the count again. Now 2-0. Next game after this one will feature the Oak Grove Grovers taking some BP right now in the co-op. 2-0. That'll be now 3-0. The co-op of the Southeast region, Hankinson, Fairmount, Camel, Tinta, Rossville, Lidgerwood, the Ball Stars. That game will probably get going closer to around 5:30. That one in there for a strike. Now 3-1, and then the winner of that game will play the winner of this one later tonight. Again, barring the times, looking maybe like a 7:30, 8 o'clock start there as well. This one is going to be hit in the air to center. It's 325 in center. This one to the track, to the wall, and that one is going to be off for a home run. It's off the press box in straightaway center. It's a 3-run jack for Jack Metzger, and the Jags now lead it 3-1 on our Bank North scoreboard. The wind definitely had a little bit of part of that one, blowing out to left center field. There was a high pop right off the back by Metzger, but 325 to center, and it hit the press box where they would have it for football here in Enderlin, and that's a 3-run shot for Metzger. A 3-run homer here, and, well, that's been the story as Greg Dobitz will come out and talk it over things with his pitcher here quickly with Fletcher Wilprecht. It's a 3-run shot here in the bottom of the the bottom of the first inning for that 3-run homer. And now Northern Cass takes their first lead of the afternoon. So Larson comes in from second, Huzar comes in from first, and Metzger gets the 3-run homer. Northern Cass with their first lead here of the afternoon, and again with the wind and everything that's kind of going, it's back and forth. It just kind of has that inkling a little bit here, where if you can get one up in the zone, in particularly now with what we've been seeing with the wind, a lot has been hit more into right center to left center, and then there's been a couple that have just been hammered to left. We haven't seen too much down the right field line so far today, for this is our second full complete game, but 2.5 games will wrap up after Northern Cass finished their contest against Kindred Richland earlier this morning into the afternoon. Camden Van Wetchel, the senior first baseman, has a 1-ball-and-1-strike count against him here. 1-1 pitch in at the knee for a strike. Now 1-2 with Carter Osland is due up next. So Northern Cass gets ahead 3-1 here, and now they want to add to it. Yes, he did. He went. Volser is able to block it, goes over to Lindbergh to get out number 2 here of the bottom of the first inning. Strikeout, that's the first one for Fletcher Wilprecht. And Wilprecht now will see Carter Osland, the senior, stepping up. Oaks will be sending their 7, 8, and 9 batters, Dolney, Roney, and Trainer up in the top of the second inning. Here's the pitch. That'll miss for a ball. Now 1-0 here with Carter Osland. 1-0 pitch upcoming here for Wilprecht. This one foul back. Now 1-1. Thanks again to all of our sponsors for providing high school coverage here for baseball and softball throughout this month on your live event. This one, breaking ball in there for a strike, now 1-2. Also would like to thank all the activities directors, the bus drivers, the coaches to find ways to get games in here throughout this spring season. That one's going to be strike 3 as well, swung on and miss, and that'll retire the side. But Northern Cass strikes with a 3-run homer by Jack Metzger and now leads it 3-1 as we go to the top of the second inning.
It's the concert event of the summer in the Brainerd Lakes area. Lakes Jam, June 22nd through June 25th at Brainerd International Raceway.
R&J Broadcasting is the presenting sponsor.
Experience Lakes Jam. For rock and rollers, the main stage features Tesla, Warrants, and Hairball. For country enthusiasts, John Party, Cole Swindell, Gabby Barrett, and Mark Wills. Experience watercross, drifting, and lawnmower racing. For on-site camping, lodging, and tickets, visit lakesjam.com.
At Castleton Lumber, they want to be part of every stage of your building project from the ground up. Let them assist with planning your project timeline in a way that's affordable and efficient. Castleton Lumber has everything you need to get the look you love with windows, siding, roofing, and doors. From choosing the right materials to the finishing touches, you can count on the folks at Castleton Lumber. Stop in and talk with the crew today or call 347-4471. That's 347-4471. Northern Cass gets 3 runs on 2 hits there in the bottom of the first inning. The Metzger 3-run shot to straightaway center field as they lead at 3-1 on our Bank North scoreboard here. As going to the top of the second inning, it's Blazin Dolney, Brogan Roney, and James Traynor due up next here for the Oaks Tornadoes. Righty versus righty here is on the mound for Northern Cass, Aaron Busick. Well, first inning gave up 3 hits, 1 run against, and stranded 2 runners on base. And the pitch. This one in there for a strike as Busick's able to work ahead in the count, now at 0-1. Here's the 0-1 pitch upcoming by the righty. This one's going to be grounded up the third baseline foul, which gives us enough time to say thanks again to some of our feature sponsors here throughout the Region 1 Baseball Tournament. Pregame show, Irie Insurance, Bank North scoreboard as well, with locations both in Hunter and Oaks, North Dakota. Here's a pitch on the way. Strike 3, and that'll be swung on and missed, and the first strikeout here for Busick. So Brogan Roney is due up next. Also like to thank Enbridge Energy, our Enbridge Energy player of the game, and alongside RDK Enterprises, our precision play of the game, which right now it's been the home run ball in this particular contest. 7 in the last game, 1 so far here. That one going to be on the outer part, and that'll be a ball now 1-0. We've seen it all. We've seen the solo shot, the 2-run, 3-run, and alongside the grand slam. The only thing that we haven't seen in terms of a home run has been the inside the Parker so far throughout this Region 1 tournament. That'll be a ball as well to Brogan. 2 balls, no strikes to this the shortstop. Now it's going to be 3-0 here to the sophomore. James Traynor is due up next here for the Oaks Tornadoes. Busick, 3-0 pitch. Missing a 4-pitch walk here for Busick, and that'll be the first free pass for Aaron here this afternoon. So the Tornadoes try to get something going with the bottom of their lineup here. James Traynor. Then it goes back to Fletcher Wilprecht here in the second inning. Greg Dovitz giving the signs across the way up the third base coach's box. And Roney takes the lead off of first. The righty Busick will come over to first, not in time to try to get the runner out there as Roney slides back safely. As the righty again looks back in with Busick, and the pitch upcoming. That's going to be in there for a strike on Traynor, now 0-1. Playing even with the bag and a little bit even on the grass. There's going to be Oslin at third. The infielder up the middles in terms of Neva and Larson will try to turn 2 if possible, and Van Wetchel holding the runner on at first. This one bluffing to bunt. Here's the throwback down to first base. It's going to get by him, but sliding back in is going to be Roney, and he'll stay there. And the count will be now 1-1. The tournament still have 2 games after this here in Enderlin. Then for sure 2 in Castleton on Monday, and maybe even 1 on Tuesday. This is going to be a bunt up the third base line. It's going to be foul. Took a couple of hops on the grass and kind of was waiting to see if it would kick back there on the dirt, but it just kept going and slicing a little bit more foul, so it'll be a strike. Now 1 ball and 2 strikes here to Traynor. Again, you can go to yourliveevent.com for the complete coverage of this tournament. The Region 2 baseball tournament starts next week at Mayville State. Region 1 baseball and Region 1 softball and Region 2 softball tomorrow also on Your Live Event. Swung on and missed, and that'll be the second strikeout of the inning here for Busick, and 2 down now in the second inning. As we bring Fletcher Wilprecht up now for the Oaks Tornadoes. Also, if you're a fan of track and field, as this one was, got him! They got him! The quick flip there by Busick is going to throw out Roney at first base, so that'll retire the side here in the top of the second inning. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no runners left on base. A quick flip there by Busick. Applied the tag nicely with Van Wetchel, and Roney's out at first. We go to the bottom of the second. It's 3-1 Northern Cass, and the Jags coming to the plate.
This is Chris from RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer. This spring has been a trying time, and we may feel everything is out of our control. Please remember to slow down and stay safe this spring. Come home to your families each and every night. Please use this time to make sure your planter is ready to go. Keep downtime to a minimum. When you get into the fields, we are here to help you with any planting issues that may come up. RDK Enterprises, 636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
Central Cass School's mission is to foster student excellence in cooperation with family and community and to provide educational opportunities in a safe and caring environment. Thank you to everyone who has helped make this mission a reality. The new STEM Center, Theater, Music Wing, Early Childhood Center, Wellness Center, and Athletic Complex will help set students up for success in school and life after graduation. They wish everyone at Central Cass good luck this year with academics and activities as you grow into the new space and move forward with excellence.
Well, before the pickoff play there to finish the second inning, was talking about the Northeast Track and Field Meet. That's going to be in Mayville tomorrow. So that's going to be fun to check that out here on yourliveevent.com. You're going to have Kevin Kochman. You're going to have Leaf there, James, and a host of other folks. Joel Morgan's going to be at Mayville State for the Region 2 baseball tournament as well on the campus of Mayville State on Jerome Berg Field. So we'll have that for you starting at 9:30 in the morning. Track and field gets underway at noon. Carter Westland, Nate Cohn, and Aaron Busick, the 7, 8, and 9 batters due up here for the Jags. This one foul back now 1-2. And it goes back to the top of the lineup here for Northern Cass in that first inning. 3 runs, 2 hits for Northern Cass. Larson's single, a hit by batter was Hussar, then a 3-run shot by Metzger. This one's going to be in the dirt block now 2-2. Justin Farkas up the third base line. Tom Perius up the first base line. And Dave Klunk calling balls and strikes. This one's going to be hit to left fielder. Schmitz goes back, and that one's going to be off the wall as it rolls all the way there. It's a double. Sam Johnson is holding him up there in Westland. And it's a leadoff double here for Northern Cass. So Carter will be able to get to second base there. And we, again, that 370 mark, we've seen a lot of hits with particularly the wind blowing that way. But if you've been able to turn around on one, the wind just kind of carries it over in left. And we've seen that a time or two here in these baseball games in Enderlin. So stepping up now is Nate Cohn, the senior designated hitter with the leadoff runner Westland at second. Off-speed pitch in there for a strike, now 0-1. The Region 1 softball tournament gets going tomorrow here on your live event. Jake Berkmeyer will have the call for you on a couple of the early games. That will begin at 10 o'clock. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That one's going to be a pass ball as it went off the catcher's glove. Volser, who throws it down to third, and good job by Newsel just to block it there. So now runner at 90 feet away is Westland. Northern Cass will open up the Region 1 softball tournament tomorrow at noon against the number 6 seed Enderlin. The winner of that game will play the number 2 seed Kindred Richland Vikings at 4 o'clock tomorrow as part of the Region 1 softball tournament on your live event. That one in there for a strike. So now Cohen 1-2 in the count to the number 8 batter in the lineup here for Northern Cass. 1-2 pitch, off speed, strike 3 looking, and that'll be 1 out now in the bottom of the second. So Cohen will be out there, the second punch out for Fletcher Wilprecht. And so far, 3 hits against him as well, inning and 2/3, 3 runs, all earned, a walk and a pair of strikeouts here as Aaron Busick has a chance to help his own cause as the infield is in. This one going to be out of the zone now, 1-0. Hitter's delight when the infield plays tight. That's the old adage in baseball, and that's what it is right now with everybody in on the grass here in the infield from Newstall, Roney on the left-hand side. That one will miss for a ball, now 2-0. Trainer at second and Lindbergh at first. Outfield playing straight away with Christensen in right, Dolney in center, and Schmitz in left. 44 degrees here in Enderlin, and the pitch. Actually, this one going to be a pickup play to third, and they got him! Justin Farkas says yes. Westland was caught leaning a little bit too much to home, and now 2 down here in the bottom of the second. That's something we haven't seen so far today is a pickoff at first and now a pickoff at third. So 2 down now, and Busick works with a head in the count, 2-0. That one going to be a strike now, 2-1. So Weston is out. Pitcher to Newstall, and you got to have a lot of confidence to make that play there. This one's going to be hit on the ground to the shortstop. Backhanded there by Roney. Gloves it, and that's going to be an E6. So that'll be the first error against the Oaks Tornadoes. And now it goes to the top of the lineup to Jacob Larson. But going back to that play, Wilprecht to Newstill, you have to have a lot of trust, because if you're the pitcher, you could have a balk. You could throw it behind the third baseman there, and it gets up the line. That's a run. So really good play to get the second out. Running from first is going to be, did they apply the tag? No. They came across with the second baseman, Trainer. Trainer was saying, hey, I thought I might have got enough there of Busick. He did not, so Busick now in scoring position as he takes off on the first pitch of the at-bat here with Jacob Larson. Larson ahead in the count now, 1-0, singled with a run scored so far, and now with a runner in scoring position. Off-speed pitch in there for a strike at 1-1. Top of the third inning, the Tornadoes will send Wilprecht, Volser, and Newstill to top the lineup in the third. This one is going to be popped up. Is it playable for Lindbergh? Lindbergh trying to chase after it. And he'll run out of real estate, just like our camera up here at Hendrickson Field. Kind of look over and then kind of wait to see if you get the reaction from some of his teammates, or possibly the first base coach for Northern Cass, or even just Tom Perius signaling if there was an out or not for the first base umpire. So after the foul ball, there will be 1 ball, 2 strikes here. 2 outs with the runner at second base and Busick, and the pitch. This one is hit in the air, and that's going to be trouble. Christensen is able to come underneath it, though, as the wind held it back up a little bit more to him. It looked like it was going to slice down the line. Instead, it went closer to Christensen there, and that'll retire the side. And we go to the top of the third inning here in Enderlin. 3-1 Northern Cass after the flyout there by Larson. The Tornadoes coming to bat on your live event.
The city of Hillsboro welcomes you to town, conveniently located halfway between Fargo and Grand Forks. You can shop for your personal items or your farm and business supplies at our local stores. If you're looking for a new home or a working job, check out the opportunities in Hillsboro and see what the community can offer you and your family. The city of Hillsboro congratulates the area graduates on your achievements, and they wish you all the best in your future. They hope that you'll carry pleasant memories of school days and graduation time for the rest of your life. Congratulations and best of luck, graduates from the city of Hillsboro.
Top of the third inning here, the Oaks Tornadoes, Fletcher Wilprecht, Xavier Volser, and Howie Newstill due up next against Aaron Busick, who comes on for his third inning of work here on your live event. Chase Miller alongside Joey Hughes with you on this blustery, chilly, what feels kind of like a winter's day in Enderlin, North Dakota. 44 degrees. All these Region 1 teams have played in some particular fashion here this season, whether it was part of the Enderlin baseball invite, whether it was a region games and a neutral site, or something in between. This field has been very busy in this part of the state. Region 3 update, we'll get you that in a little bit moment as we take a look across the state of North Dakota for baseball tournaments here. But first things first, let's get to the righty Busick on the mound against the righty Fletcher Wilprecht, who flew out to Hussar to open things up in center field here in this one. This one's going to be missing out of the zone now, 1-0. Contest just over a half hour old here in Enderlin. 1-0 pitch upcoming to Wilprecht. And the pitch. This one's be hitting the air, and this one is to straightaway center field, looking up, and that ball's gone. Fletcher Wilprecht with a line drive homer over the center field wall, and the Oaks Tornadoes have their first home run of the afternoon. It's 3-2. Second home run of the game combined between these two teams, but the solo shot. And now in the top of the third inning, Fletcher Wilprecht able to hit a missile out to center field, and that's a solo homer, 3-2. Northern Cass out in front. There is a little bit of a jetway to center and left field here, as if it gets up in the air, it's definitely got some extra legs to it. That one's going to be a strike to Xavier Volser. Volser was able to get a double first hit of the contest for Oaks in the first, and a courtesy runner as Wood came on to courtesy run and scored. This one going to be hit in the air again. The center fielder Hussar able to come in, and that'll be an out for out number 1. Fly out here to the center fielder as Howie Newstill lined out to Hussar in the first as he comes to the plate. Region 4 in the state of North Dakota here. And Region 3, we'll go over Region 3 here first. New Rockford Cheyenne with a 14-7 win over Kidder County. This one going to be in there for a strike. So New Rockford Cheyenne will play Carrington coming up. A game that got underway earlier today with South Border and Makota, Dakota Prairie, Lakota, Griggs County. The winner of that one will play Lemoore, Litchfield, Marion at 10 a.m. on Monday in Carrington. And then Kidder County, the number 3 seed, also will go to Carrington for the Region 3 baseball tournament. This one will be to the backstop here, and now it'll be 2-1. Newstill, and then it's Gavin Christensen here for the 3-4 batters in the Tornado lineup. And the pitch on the way by Busick. This one's going to be hit in the air, and this one smells trouble again. Huszar looks up, and that ball's gone on the train tracks. The second home run of the inning for the Tornadoes, and we're knotted at 3 apiece. And you can hear the sirens and a little bit of the honked horns across the way as well. Top of the 3rd inning here as Newstill uncorks one to center field, and it's the second home run of the inning. So Newstill with the solo shot. Well, we might have to keep a home run tally here today in these contests as we're tied at 3. 7 again combined between Kindred, Richland, and Central Cass. 6 of them solo home runs, and all of them here so far, the 3 in this game, have been the solo variety as well. Still 1 out in the top of the 3rd inning. Gavin Christensen will take a ball here now, 1-0. Christensen, then Briley Haberman here for the Oaks Tornadoes in the top of the 3rd inning. Here's the pitch on the way by Busick. Swung on. That'll be 1-1. Region 4 gets underway in Langdon on Tuesday. The number 1 seed Cardinals, we mentioned that earlier with the 2 seed Grafton Spoilers and the 3 seeded Park River Fordville Lincoln Aggies. That one in there for a strike, 1-2. Central part of the state out in Region 5, a playing game on Wednesday from Rolette. Botno over Dunseith 11-10. Number 1 seed in that region, North Star, the 2 seed Rugby Panthers. Strike 3 looking, and that'll be out number 2 here of the 3rd. It's 3rd for Busick, and 2 down now here in the top of the 3rd inning. As coming up will be Briley Haberman. Haberman singled his last time up in the 1st inning. So 2 runs in so far for the Tornadoes on a pair of solo homers. If you go by every other, well, Wilprecht hit a homer, Volser got an out, Newstill hit a homer, and then a strikeout. So that would say we would have a home run here. If you go by the every other model. Haberman tried to hit the home run there. It'll be now 0-2. David Schmitz is due up next if Haberman can find a way to get on base. No balls, 2 strikes. The righty here, Busick, looks in on the righty here, Haberman, trying to get out of the inning with just 2 runs against. Down the pitch. That'll be in the dirt now, 1-2. Northern Cass, they will send their 2-3-4 batters in Huszar, Neva, and Metzger coming up in the bottom of the 3rd inning for the Jags. And the pitch. This one is hit on the ground up the 3rd baseline, foul. On Region 5 as well here in Class B baseball. I mentioned North Stars, the 1 seed. The 2 seed is the Rugby Panthers and the 3 seed Botno. Region 6, Corbett Field and Minot. Garrison and Bishop Ryan advanced on wins. Here's the pitch. This one's going to be hitting the air down the left field line. The left fielder, Westland, able to come underneath it, and then that'll retire the side on a fly out to the left fielder here in the top of the 3rd inning. So we go to the bottom of the 3rd, but the Oaks Tornadoes scored 2 runs, 2 hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. It's 2.5 complete. We're tied at 3 on our Bank North scoreboard.
Powerful and playful. Delicate and precise. Bold and carefree. It's the way you move, and it moves us. To deliver care for your whole family. To provide options beyond the expected. To help you leave pain in the past and find your way forward. Orthopedics and sports medicine at Sanford Health.
We go to the bottom of the third inning on our Bank North scoreboard. Northern Cass, Trey Huzar, Keegan Neva, and Metzger coming up. Metzger with the big home run, the 3-run shot. As for the Oaks Tornadoes, Howard Newstill is coming on to pitch now. So Fletcher Wilprecht is done. He'll go 2 innings, 3 hits against, 3 runs, all of them earned with a walk and 2 strikeouts here. As Howard Newstill now will come on to the plate, onto the pitch. So we'll see some of the other guys across the way. Looks like Max Wallach is coming on to play third. Chase Lindbergh still at first base. Trainer's at second. And then Roney is still at short. As we kind of take a look around the horn here. Christensen at right. And Wilprecht will go to second. And now pitching again is going to be Newstill here for the Oaks Tornadoes. So Lindbergh at first, Wilprecht at second, Roney at short, Wallach now at third. This one will going to be a ball. Now 1-0. So Howard Newstill will come on here in the bottom of the third inning for the Tornadoes and go up against the meat of the lineup. That one in there for a strike at 1-1. The righty will come on here, and the pitch. That'll be outside for a ball, now 2-1. So Wilprecht again goes 2 innings, 3 hits against, the 3-run homer, all earned in terms of runs, 2 strikeouts and 1 walk here for Wilprecht. This one will be low, missing for a ball, now 3-1. Huzar was hit by a pitch with a run scored his last time up in the first inning. 3-1 offering on the way, in there for a strike, and Huzar makes the count full. We'll see pitch number 6 of the at-bat upcoming. Here's the 3-2 pitch. This one is hit on the ground, and that's going to be for a base knock. Huzar's going to be at first base here for a leadoff single for Northern Cass, and the Jags are trying to get back in business here. The leadoff single in the first, a leadoff double in the second, and a leadoff double single now here in the third inning for Northern Cass. Neva is due up now. We'll see the play that Sam Johnson puts on here. As for Northern Cass, Huzar able to make sure he's good and ready to go there at first base. Lindbergh will hold him on, and now Newstill will work from the stretch position. And the pitch. That one in there for a strike. 0-1 to Neva, who flew out to left fielder Schmitz his last time up. Region 6, Garrison over Central McLean and Bishop Ryan over South Prairie Max to get to Monday, where Velva goes up against Garrison and Surrey against Bishop Ryan. This one is hit in the air, popped up to the center fielder, and now it's to left, and the left fielder, Schmitz, and Dolney allows the left fielder to come in and kind of a Bermuda's Triangle there to get the out. Now 1 down here in the bottom of the third inning. So back-to-back flyouts here for Neva to left, and Metzger will come into the batter's box. Metzger with the 3-run towering homer to center on the old rainbow shot. Just a high fly ball. It kept carrying, then finally went off the wall or the press box there in center field. That one's going to be missing outside for a ball. Now 1-0. Huzar still at first after a leadoff single. So Northern Cass has done a great job here today. 3 innings, and they've gotten their leadoff batter on in all 3 innings. This one is going to be hit on the ground. Tough play by Roney, able to glove it, but he has no throw, and he holds it, and everybody will go up 90 feet. Huzar at second, Metzger aboard with an infield knock there, and that's going to be Camden Van Wetschel. Tough play by Roney. It just was a slow grounder from the start. By the time he gloved it and was going to exchange, he saw hustling up the line was Metzger and said, you know what, instead of forcing one, maybe it goes by Lindbergh at first. We're just going to keep the runners go stationary at first and second. So Lindbergh playing in on the grass at first. The same with Wallach now at third, and the pitch. That one going to miss at the letters for a ball to Camden Van Wetschel. Camden 0 for 1 so far here today. Northern Cass a chance to regain the lead on our Bank North scoreboard now. This one going to be foul back and 1-1. As we go from Region 6 to Region 7, the number 1 seed is Des Lacs Burlington. The 2 seed Renville County, who defeated Central Cass to open up the state tournament last season. And then Region 8, that'll be played in Henninger. The number 1 seed is Hazen, 2 seed of Shiloh Christian. Those games get underway on Monday. This one in the dirt, that'll be 2-1. So let's a look at across the state of North Dakota here in a moment. We'll get to the Region 2 baseball tournament bracket as well. That'll be on your live event from Scott Berry Field on the campus of Mayville State on Tuesday. And the pitch. This one, swing. Here's the throw down. That's going to be over the third baseman, Wallach. Coming in is going to be Huzar to try to score. He does. It's now 4-3 Northern Cass. So Huzar will come in on the stolen base, then the error. And then Metzger is going to be at second. And it's a 2-2 pitch. And Van Wetchel kind of had an swing. And as he swung through, Molster trying to throw it down to Wallach, who was covering third there. And that went over Wallach and allowed Huzar to come in. This one going to be blocked at the dirt. Now will be 3-2. So the Tornadoes have their second error of this one. And Metzger able again to get into scoring position here. And the payoff pitch upcoming to the senior first baseman. The righty here, Newstill, looks back the runner at second, and the pitch. 3-2 pitch, foul, and it will stay alive. Northern Cass 1 run so far. This is their 4th batter to the plate. A leadoff single by Huzar comes in. Metzger able to get a base knock as well, an infield knock, and now Van Wetchel. So the small ball here in the bottom of the third after the 3-run shot in the first. That will be strike 3 looking, and that'll be out number 2 here in the third. Dave Klunt rings up Camden Van Wetchel, and that'll be the first strikeout here for Wilprecht. Carter Oslin struck out his last time up in the first inning. 0 for 1. Righty in this matchup. This one is hit down the left field line, and that's going to be a fair ball. Rounding third is Metzger. He's on his way to score. It's an RBI single for Carter Oslin, and Northern Cass tacks on another run. It's 5-3 Jags. RBI single here by Oslin, and it just keeps on coming here for Northern Cass. So coming in to score is going to be Metzger. And it's going to be an Oslin RBI here, as now it's going to be Westland who takes the ball. So Oslin stands at first base. They take advantage of the air from the catcher as Huzar came in earlier to make it a 4-3 contest. Now it's 5-3 here. And now it's going to be ball 2 to Westland. Northern Cass, this will be their 6th batter to the plate here. Nate Cohen is due up next if Carter can get aboard. That's in there for a strike. Now 2-1. Westland with a double, then was able on a pass ball to get to third. Then he was picked off in the second inning as well for out number 2 of the inning before Larson flew out to center. This one going to be low, now 3-1. So similar to that Fletcher Wilprecht had in the first inning, falling behind batters. We're seeing that by Howie Newstill right now a couple of times. This will be his 3rd 3-ball count here in this inning. This one is hit on a line, but foul, and it will be 3-2. Payoff pitch upcoming here for the Oaks Tornadoes. Oslin right now at first. So far right now for Northern Cass, they just keep it coming here. Here's the throw back, not in time. We already have seen both a Tornado base runner and a Northern Cass base runner thrown out in this one via the pick play, 1 at first and 1 at third. Here's the pitch. This one is popped up, and look out on Highway 46. And we'll do it all over again. Just kind of wonder throughout the years how many times, definitely have happened. Same thing with golf courses, where if you have a golf course that's next to a highway, just the wrong slice or the wrong hook sometimes. Here's the 3-2 pitch again. This one is going to be grounded, and it will be fouled again. So we'll still have 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here with Carter Oslin have a chance to take off early again from first base. Carter Westland having himself a really nice at-bat here for the sophomore left fielder. Newstill looks back the runner at first. That will be a walk, and runners will be at first and second. So Carter gets aboard. Oslin now in scoring position. Westland is at first. 6 hits so far here for Northern Cass off of 5 runs. They've left 1 runner on. That was back in the second inning, and Nate Cohn will come up and be the 7th batter here of the inning. Nate takes a strike. Now 0-1. Cohn struck out looking his last time up in the second against Fletcher Wilprecht. Second base is Oslin. Westland at first. 0-1 is the count. Newstill trying to get out of the inning and minimize the damage to 2. This one will be outside at 1-1. For the Oaks Tornadoes coming up in the top of the 4th inning, David Schmitz, Dolney, and Roney, the 6, 7, and 8 batters respectively for the Tornadoes lineup. Offering on the way, this will be low. Now 2-1 upcoming. Oaks with a run in the first, 2 in the third. Northern Cass with 3 in the first, and so far 2 here in the third as well. This one's going to be hit on the ground. Lindbergh able to make the glove. He'll go 3 unassisted, and that'll retire Northern Cass. But not before the Jags are able to get 2 runs on 3 hits. There was an error and 2 runners left on base. We go to the top of the 4th inning with a new score on our Bank North scoreboard. It's Northern Cass 5, the Oaks Tornadoes 3 coming to bat.
Do you want that new boat? Are you building onto your home? Maybe you want the new camper or ATV. Dakota Heritage Bank can help you. This is Dustin Nagel, president at Dakota Heritage Bank Hillsborough location. You can visit with me or our other loan officers to help with loans and lines of credit from Dakota Heritage Bank. We are serving you with locations in North Dakota and Northwest Minnesota. Dakota Heritage Bank offers financial services you expect with a local perspective. dhbanknd.com. Dakota Heritage Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
The Erickson Agency in Hillsborough is an independent insurance agency. That means they have access to a number of national and regional companies to find you the best combination of price and coverage for your home, autos, or business insurance needs. They also represent Blue Cross, Blue Shield, and Sanford Health for your group or individual health insurance, as well as Medicare supplements. Stop by the office at 502 West Caledonia Avenue or call Lee at 701-636-5852. The Erickson Agency in Hillsborough, a proud supporter of the HCV boroughs.
Top of the 4th inning we go here in Enderlin. It's the Region 1 baseball tournament loser out contest between Oaks and Northern Cass. Winner will have to wait till the nightcap and play the winner of our next game between the Fargo Oak Grove Grovers and the Ball Stars. And that game will be coming up after the conclusion of this one here between the Tornadoes and the Jags. So far, 3 innings in for the Oaks Tornadoes, 3 runs across. Northern Cass with 5. They've had the big hit, that 3-run homer back in the first inning, as this one will be to the plate here for the Oaks Tornadoes. David Schmitz flew out his last time up. Here comes the offering on the way. That one going to miss for a ball. 1-2. Dolney next and Roney. Here's the righty Busick. And the pitch. That one will miss. Now 3-1. As we get to our Region 2 bracket here in a moment. This will be also on your live events coming up on Tuesday morning through the afternoon in Mayville. 3-1 pitch. Good rip. That'll be a swing. Now 3 balls and 2 strikes. Coverage begins at 10:30 in the morning between Mayport CG and Maple River in Region 2. Hatton Northwood plays Larimore. 3-2 pitch. This one is hit, and that's going to be a foul ball. Van Wetchel gave it an all-out hustle play there, and that'll be back to a 3-2 upcoming. It looks like Van Wetchel is going to be all right. As we'll keep it at 3-2. Also in Region 2 upcoming, number 1 seed Thompson, number 2 seed Hillsborough Central Valley. This one's going to be popped up. We'll see if it's playable for Metzger. Instead it'll be out of play. We'll keep it at 3-2. So Region 2 baseball tournament again coming up Tuesday morning. Link Baca will have the call for you here on your live event on Tuesday. So by the time Region 2 starts, Region 1 could be all wrapped up. Strike 3 looking, and that will get things going here in the top of the 4th inning. 1 down here for the Tornadoes. Busick is 4th strikeout of the afternoon with 1 walk. He has given up 5 hits, 3 runs, all of them earned. Mason Dolney now due up now. Strikeout his last time up to start the 2nd inning, batting 7th here in the Tornado lineup. Here's the righty-righty matchup again, and foul back, and 0-1. It's the Region 1 baseball tournament earlier today, and the resumption of a game that got suspended yesterday in Kindred. Kindred won over Northern Cass by a final of 5-1. Here's the pitch. This one is going to be grounded up the 3rd base line. Playable for Oslin. Oslin has to quickly go. Not in time. Hustling out is the sophomore center fielder Dolney with an infield single. Tough play there by Oslin. By the time he gloved it and was able to exchange and throw, Dolney was really going hard. Up the line is Brogan Roney is coming up next here for the Oaks Tornadoes. Northern Cass lost 5-1 against Kindred Richland, a game that got rained out. This one is hit on the air, and that's past Oslin into left field, and the Tornadoes now will have runners at 1st and 2nd. So the bottom of the lineup doing some damage here for the Tornadoes. The 7th hit against Busick, and James Trainer comes up to the plate. Excuse me, the Oaks Tornadoes will send Max Wallach again. As Wallach will be coming up after some of the changes they made. Then it goes back to the top of the lineup here as the Northern Cass coming out and giving a defensive play out, depending on what the situation presents. So that's 2 batters wasting very little time. Dolney 2 pitches, Roney 1 pitch, and trying to get one through the zone. Bunt was going to be an opportunity here, and while the Oaks Tornadoes, they'll go up 90 feet and they'll get the slide. So Dolney's going to come in. Roney goes to 2nd. The bunt was going to be coming in, and that's going to be a bunt upcoming here. It'll be 1-0 out of Wallach. So runners in scoring position for the Tornadoes. So Dolney now at 3rd base, Roney at 2nd. And Wallach will be coming up here, and this is one where you put a play on and forced the bunt. The defense reacted, and by the time they did, the catcher Metzger threw it to Oslin. But the problem for Oslin was he was 10 feet up the line expecting the bunt to happen, so just going to do anything with that baseball. And now the Tornadoes have the tying run at 2nd base here in the top of the 4th inning against Northern Cass. Northern Cass was 1-1 in the top of the 5th after 2 outs when the game got suspended in Kindred against the Vikings. And then Kindred Richland came up, scored 4 runs in the top of that 5th inning with 2 outs on the resumption of that game earlier this morning in Enderlin and won it 5-1. That one in there for a strike. Now 1 ball and 1 strike to the number 9 batter here for the Tornadoes. Oaks 6-9 here on the season. As runner at 2nd, runner at 3rd. The infield is in now for Northern Cass. Outfield playing straight away. This one's going to be grounder up the 3rd baseline foul. Keep it at 1-2. Fletcher Wilprecht is due up next, and Wilprecht hit one to straightaway center field and just got on top of the extended wall in center for a home run. Here's the pitch upcoming. This one is a jam shot. The shortstop makes a sensational play, Neva, and trying to get the double play to Dolney to try to get him out at 3rd. Nice play by Neva to get the 2nd out with the infield in. Actually had to take a step or 2 back. If he was in his normal spot, that would have just been a routine pop-up, but Neva took 2 steps back, kind of levitated there in the air, and he was able to get out number 2 here on Max Wallach. So Fletcher Wilprecht will come on now as diving in was Dolney. So he took the base on underneath him, but a heads-up play by Neva. Number 1 to make the play, but 2 that have the wherewithal to try to get the double play. 2 down now, and Northern Cass 1 out away from getting out of this pickle here with the 5th batter coming to the plate in this inning, and Fletcher Wilprecht for the Oaks Tornadoes. Wilprecht 1 of 2 with the solo home run in the 3rd. This one is going to be popped up, jammed him, and this one, Huzar will come in alongside with Westland, and Westland will come in, the left fielder, to glove that one to retire the side. So the Tornadoes leave 2 runners aboard here as we go to the bottom of the 4th inning. No runs off of 2 hits. No errors and 2 are left on. 4.5 complete. Northern Cass up by 2 and coming to the plate on your live event.
Full Service Foods in Hillsboro provides contract packaging and private label foods for your local and regional retail stores. Full Service Foods is a leader in the upper Midwest for less than truckload quantities for contract manufactured sauces and dressings. They are a privately held company with a reputation for quality and customer service. Full Service Foods is proud to be in Hillsboro and bringing employment opportunities to the area. Find out more at fullservicefoods.com. Full Service Foods of Hillsboro, proud to support this community event.
Hi, I'm Ernie Struby, president of the Goose River Bank. The Goose River Bank wants to bring banking to you. The days of coming into the bank to do business are changing. With digital banking, you can choose how and when you want to do business with us. We will still be here when you need us, but sometimes it's more useful to bank from the seat of your tractor, the kitchen counter, or even while you're on the go. Let the Goose River Bank become your community bank. We believe that a strong bank builds strong communities, and we would be proud to be your bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
For those of you just joining us, let's take a look at our game recap here in Enderlin from Hendrickson Field. Overcast skies, 44 degrees. Chase Miller alongside Joey Hughes with you here in Enderlin. Started off the scoring in the top of the first with a Christensen RBI single for Oaks, and wasting little time, Northern Cass came back with a 3-run homer. A Jack Metzger 3-run shot to straightaway center made it 3-1 Northern Cass. Well, not to be outdone by the long ball, Oaks came around in the top of the third inning with a Wilprecht and Newsill solo homers. And then after that, Northern Cass took advantage of an error as Huzar came in to score after a stolen base and an Onslaught RBI single, made it 5-3 in the bottom of the third, and that's where we are here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Aaron Busick, 9-1 and 2 batters due up as Busick hits one up the third base line into the Oaks dugout foul. Now it'll be 1 ball and 1 strike. So we're going to have Busick, Larson, and Huzar, the 9-1 and 2 batters here, due up for the Northern Cass Jaguars against Newstill. And the pitch. This one's going to be hit on the ground. This one goes to the shortstop and Roney across the diamond to Lindbergh. That'll be 4-3 on the putout. 1 down now in the bottom of the fourth inning, and you got to love it up the third base line. You can see the cars across the way that have made their way down to Hendrickson Field, and a couple of them staying warm in their car watching the contest. There might be a wicked line drive foul. That would be the only thing you have to worry about, but a nice place to watch the baseball game. And every now and then, when something good happens for the Tornadoes, we hear a honk of the horn. Kind of reminds you of Friday Night Lights around the rural part of the state of North Dakota. 1 down now in the bottom of the fourth, and it's the third time through the order now starting for Northern Cass with Jacob Larson, who takes a strike. Larson is 1 of 2, flew out to Dolney his last time up in the second, scored a run after that homer by Metzger back in the first. This one is going to be on the ground, trying to get that one a backhand, unable to do so as Wallach rounding first, on his way to second, but just going to hold there is going to be Larson. As Larson is able to get aboard. That was a tough play there by Wallach. As that kind of went backhanded there by Wallach, trying to get to that one, but you know what, had a chance to at least glove it, unable to do so. So now the runner gets on board, so let me tallied for the error there, and now brings up Trey Huzar. Huzar, so far today, a pair of runs scored, hit by pitch in the first with a single in the third to get things going. It's the first time today that Northern Cass, well, this one could be a tailor-made double play. They try to get the lead runner at second. They do. Good flip from Wilprecht to Roney covering there. That'll be 4-6 on the putout. The lead runner, Larson, is retired at second, and getting aboard with a fielder's choice is going to be Huzar. All right, Keegan Neva is due up next. So runner at first base is Huzar with Neva coming up. And the Oaks Tornadoes, the first time, was going to say that they got the leadoff batter out, but then the next batter comes to the plate, and well, Larson was able to get aboard there for a second. As this one is going to be a ball, now 1-0. So Keegan Neva 0 for 2 today with a pair of flyouts to left with Schmitz. Here's the pitch. This one is going to be hit in the air, and that's a deep shot to left center field. That one is over the train and gone. Neva with a 2-run shot. It's a second home run here by Northern Cass, a 3-run dinger and a 2-run dinger, and Northern Cass now leads it 7-3. That one was a no-doubter to left center field. There's the train tracks where we've seen being hit, and then there is some of the rail cars there, and that one even went over the rail cars. Neva uncorks one for his first hit of the game. That's a 2 RBI shot as well. Bottom of the fourth now for Northern Cass. They've extended a lead at 7-3. Coming up is going to be Metzger already with a 3-run homer here today. So Neva with the 2-run shot. This one going to be fouled and back and make it now 7-3. So our home run count up to 4 now between Oaks and Northern Cass combined in this one. Bottom of the fourth inning, and the pitch on the way by Newstill. Well, that one will be missing, and the count now goes to 2-1. Metzger has been able to get aboard twice, 2 runs, has a single, a 3-run homer here. He takes a strike, 2-2 upcoming now to the cleanup batter here for the Jags. The righty Newstill looks in and fires. This one running at the letters now 3-2. Camden Van Wetchel's due up next if Metzger can get aboard. And the pitch upcoming. That'll be a walk, and getting to first base now is Metzger. So Camden Van Wetchel will be coming up for 2 with a strikeout looking back in the 3rd inning. And Northern Cass, 2 runs so far here in the 4th. So 3 in the 1st, scoreless in the 2nd, 2 in the 3rd, and now 2 here in the 4th inning. And this is one where Northern Cass, if they can get the 2-out rally going here and score another 1 or 2 runs, give them some insurance runs, as this one is going to be in there for a strike. Postseason, there still is the 10-run mercy rule in effect. We've seen that a couple times yesterday in Kindred, also here. This one is going to be hit on the ground past Roney, rounding second on his way to third is going to be Metzger, and runners will be at the corners now for Northern Cass. So going is going to be Metzger at third base. Van Wetchel gets his first base knock here. And so far, you've got a single and a 2-run homer. They've been able to reach base with a walk with Metzger as well, and then an error with Lawrence and a fielder's choice by Hussar. So Carter Austin will be coming up, the 7th batter of the inning here for Northern Cass. And talking about insurance runs, also talking about the 10-run rule variety. We have seen some of those mercy rule games in effect either after 5 or 6 innings here in the Region 1 tournament. As trying to find a way there is going to be the first baseman Van Wetchel, just kind of playing a little cat and mouse game as Van Wetchel now tries to go to a second base here, and he'll just take second. So holding that one was the Oaks Tornadoes and Fletcher Wilprecht. First and foremost, Newsel kind of went off the mound. Trying to bait him was Van Wetchel the entire time to see if they could have the runner from third scamper in, and Metzger doesn't, but by the time it went to Wilprecht just hung on to it, looked around, and then said, you know what, if you want to take second, Camden, why don't you just take second base and then allow our pitcher to get back to his normal piece of business here and try to get the next batter out in Carter Oslin. But now all of a sudden what this does, if Oslin's able to hit one into the outfield, it could be not 1 but maybe 2 runs coming in for Northern Cass. This game we've seen a little bit of everything between the Tornadoes and the Jags. That one's going to be outside for a ball. Now 1-1. So we've seen a pickoff at first. We've seen a pickoff at third. We've seen home runs galore. And now that cat and mouse little run game there as Oslin swung on and missed 1-2. If you had a baseball bingo card, it would be filling up very quickly here in the first 4 innings. Hit by pitch. We've seen strikeouts. We've seen walks. Seen the double. Here's the pitch. This one is hit in the air, and that's to left center field, and that's going to plate two. It's at least going to be a double as Oslin's rounding first on his way to second. A 2 RBI bases clearing double for Oslin, and Northern Cass now leads it 9-3. So Metzger will come in. Van Wetchel goes second to home. Oslin gets a double, his second of the afternoon, and the bottom of the fourth inning keeps on rolling here for Northern Cass. It's going to be 9-3 now as here's the pitch. First pitch swinging. That's going to be to left center field as well. Another run's coming in with Carter Westland. Westland rounds first on his way to second. Oslin is going to be in there, and now it's 10-3 Jags. Westland able to get his second double of the afternoon, and Nate Cohen will be the ninth batter here coming to the plate as Volser will come on the mound and talk to Newsel. So bottom of the fourth now 10-3. You had the RBI, 2 RBI double from Oslin, and now you have the RBI double as well here from Westland. And now all of a sudden, talking about that 10-run rule, it's really becoming a part of the play. Nate Cohen gets popped up here. Dolney comes in. Who's going to glove it? It's going to be almost out of the second baseman's glove for a second. Wilprecht had it for a second, lost it, then regained it to retire the side, but not before 9 batters come to the plate, and Northern Cass has taken a new lead on our Bank North scoreboard. It's 10-3 Jags here on your live event.
Hello, Shane with Irie Insurance. We are proud to announce our Benefits Connect platform. You will have more options with Irie Insurance Benefits Connect. You have choices. Do you know who your group agent is? Do you meet annually to review benefits? Would you like to save money? Would you like more benefits? You have choices. We take a different approach to providing benefits through education, communication, and a personal touch. To find out more about Irie Insurance, go to IrieInsurance.com.
To the top of the fifth inning, we go on our Bank North scoreboard. Northern Cass able to plate 5 runs there in the fourth. So they've got 3 in the first, 2 in the third, and 5 in the fourth inning here in Enderlin. 5 runs, 4 hits, 1 error, and 1 runner left on base here for Northern Cass as it's 4 complete, and it's a 7-run contest. So as we mentioned before, now all of a sudden the mercy rule starts coming into play a little bit more here where it's 10 runs after 4.5. So if Oaks is unable to score any runs, then Northern Cass able to plate 3 runs in the bottom half of the 5th inning, for example, you could have your 10-run rule come into play. So we'll see if that happens. We saw it earlier with Oak Grove and Oaks, Central Cass and Oak Grove as well, and Kindred Richland against the Ball Stars. So that's where we're at right now here. Still to come is Oak Grove and the Ball Stars coming up at the conclusion of this one. This is trying to be a single. Neva that's going to get through. And Xavier Volser is able to get aboard with a leadoff single here. They'll be hit number 8 for the Oaks Tornadoes. And just what they needed here is Howie Newstill will be coming up now as Volser will come out here for a courtesy runner for the Tornadoes. So going to be at first base now for Oaks. It's going to be Wood. So Wood came in on a courtesy run in the first and came in and scored, and that's any good omens here for the Tornadoes. They would like to do the same thing here. Here's a pickoff throw. Back safely, Van Wetchel applied the tag. We've seen Busick already one time today pick off a Tornado at first. Just has that quick 1-2 step off the mound. And the pitch. This one's going to hit him. Runners at first and second after it hits Howie Newstill. Newstill with a solo homer his last time up in the third. And now all of a sudden the Oaks Tornadoes trying to say, hey, you know what? We can score some runs too and keep the line moving here. Gavin Christensen, the cleanup batter with a single and a strikeout his last time up. Runner at second is Wood. At first is Newstill here, and we barely thrown more than 2 pitches here in the top of the 5th inning. Overcast skies, 44 degrees here in the contest. It started at 3:02, getting close to 75 minutes old here with the Jags and the Tornadoes. And the pitch. This one is be popped up the right, and this will be an infield fly as well with Larson. So now one down here in the 5th inning. So Tornadoes wasting very little time in terms of their at-bats. First pitch swinging here, Volser, Newsel, and alongside Christensen. And now Haberman will be coming up. Haberman is 1 for 2 with a single back in the first and flew out to Westland his last time up in the 3rd. He takes a strike now 0-1. One down now in the 5th inning. As this one will come in here. As Busick looks back, the runner, this one's going to be hit on the ground. Could be 2. Larson to Neva. Neva, that's the double play. 4-6-3. Larson, Neva to Van Wetchel, and that'll retire the Tornadoes here in the top of the 5th inning. We go to the bottom of the 5th with Northern Cass coming to the plate. No runs off of 1 hit, no errors, and no one left on base. 4.5 complete on our Bank North scoreboard. Northern Cass leads it by 7.
It's the concert event of the summer in the Brainerd Lakes area. Lakes Jam, June 22nd through June 25th at Brainerd International Raceway.
R&J Broadcasting is the presenting sponsor.
Experience Lakes Jam. For rock and rollers, the main stage features Tesla, Warrants, and Hairball. For country enthusiasts, John Party, Cole Swindell, Gabby Barrett, and Mark Wills. Experience watercross, drifting, and lawnmower racing. For on-site camping, lodging, and tickets, visit lakesjam.com.
Mindak Market is located in the J.C. Penney wing of the West Acres Mall in Fargo with over 4,000 square feet of localness. Greg, Susan, Katie, Sarah Melody, and staff are proud to promote local products from North Dakota, Minnesota, and South Dakota. You'll see everything from honey and jams, puzzles, and year-round gift baskets at Mindak Market. Stop by the store in West Acres or check out their website at mindakmarket.com. That's mindakmarket.com to shop and order online.
Go to the bottom of the 5th inning here for Northern Cass. They will see their 3rd pitcher on the mound now for the Oaks Tornadoes. Fletcher Wilprecht went 2 innings. Howard Newstill went 2 innings as well. As Newstill goes 2 innings, gives up 7 hits, 7 runs, 1 walk, and 1 strikeout. Newstill goes behind the plate, and Xavier Volser now takes the mound here, the former catcher, going up against the 9-1-2 batters, Busick, Larson, and Huzar. Busick reached on an error in the 2nd, grounded out his last time up to the second baseman, Wolprecht, in the 4th inning. So Busick, the number 9 batter here on our Bank North scoreboard. 10-3 Northern Cass. Trying to add a couple more here and put this puppy to bed. This one will be a strike on the opposite side for the Tornadoes. If you're able to get out of this inning, whether you give up 2 runs or less, you'll be down to your final 6 outs. If you can get back to the top of the 6th, this one in for a strike. So Busick falls behind the count. No balls and 2 strikes. Righty-righty matchup here to begin the bottom of the 5th inning. Off-speed pitch, missing behind the plate. Now 1-2 for the Tornadoes. 1 run in the first, 2 runs in the 3rd. For Northern Cass, 3 in the first, 2 in the 3rd, and 5 in the 4th. 1-2 pitch, yes he did, and that's a strikeout. So Volser comes on, gets the punch out, his first strikeout of the afternoon. 1 down now in the top of the 5th inning. Volser came in and he threw some strikes, and that's what you want to see if you're Greg Dobitz. Attack the zone, trying to get a strikeout here and see if you can get a couple outs quickly and bring the bats back up to the plate. This one's going to be up to Highway 46 foul, and it'll be 0-1 to Jacob Larson. Larson was able to reach base on an error in the 4th, flew out to the center fielder Dolney in the 2nd, and singled with a run scored in the 1st. This one going to be in there for a strike, now 0-2. Northern Cass on this season, 12 wins, 4 losses for Oaks. They're 6-9. This one going to be fouled yet again. We'll keep it at no balls and 2 strikes. 4 home runs combined in this one. The difference, the 2 home runs by Oaks were solo shots in the 3rd inning. For Northern Cass, it's been the home run with some insurance, and strike 3 looking. So Xavier Volser comes on and gets a pair of punch-outs here in relief. 2 down now in the bottom of the 5th inning. So Larson is retired on 3 pitches. Xavier just a junior here and looks pretty good between what we've seen from Wilprecht and Newstill. Kind of guy that's got a nice little arm action here for the Tornadoes and fires. This one's going to be popped up and up the 3rd base line, foul for a strike. Now 0-1. Trey Hussar able to reach base after being hit by a pitch in the first with a run scored. Got a single in the third and came in as well, and then fielder's choice in the fourth. As Volser kind of loses his footing a little bit, has a little laugh, and on top of it, able to throw a strike as he has a little bit of a smile and a chuckle as he looks back to his dugout. This one, a check swing foul back, and tell you what, Xavier, he has just attacked the zone here in relief. A strikeout of Busick, a strikeout on 3 pitches of Larson. He's thrown 3 pitches, 2 strikes, and a foul ball here on Hussar. Off speed, that'll miss. Now 1-2. For the Tornadoes, they will send up in the top of the 16. Schmidt, Stolney, and Rooney is due up next. For Oaks, and the pitch. This one again off speed, now 2-2. Dave Klunk calling balls and strikes. Justin Farkas up the third base line, and Tom Perrius up the first base line. Here's the 2-2 offering on the way by the righty. That one running in now will make the count full at 3-2. Still to come, we'll get to our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game. RDK Enterprises Precision Play. 3-2 pitch. This one's be hit on the ground. A little two-hopper. That's going to go to Wilprecht, and Wilprecht will have to eat it. That's going to be an error. So for the Tornadoes, they've committed an error in the second, an error in the third, the fourth, and now the fifth. And now runner on first here with Neva, and Neva hit one over the train tracks and over the rail carts. Again, his last time up. Neva takes a strike. That's 0-1. Neva 1 for 3 today with a 2-run homer and 2 runs driven in. Runner at first base is going to be Hussar. Neva, 0-1 pitch. Off speed. This one going to be up the middle here. Roney comes and goes the short way, and that's going to be off of Wilprecht. Now runners will be at first and second. So Hussar hustling to second, and Neva will be able to get to first there on the exchange from the middle infielders and Roney to Wilprecht. That's going to be an error. Roney able to give it to Wilprecht and just went off his glove for Fletcher. And now coming up will be Jack Metzger. Metzger has reached base all 3 times here today. A homer in the first, a single in the third, and a walk in the fourth. And he scored in all 3 trips to the plate as well. That'll be a ball as we hear the Northern Cass dugout underneath us coming alive here in this bottom of the 5th inning. This one swung on and missed, now 1-1 off speed. So the inning started with Xavier Volser, 4 pitches and a strikeout to Busick, 3 pitches to Larson via punch out, and now this one will be out of the zone, 2-1. Hussar reached base on an error, and same thing now with Neva. And now Metzger is a hit away from putting this one to bed. 2-1. That one will be 3 balls and 2 strikes. Cleanup batter here for Northern Cass. Had himself a really nice game so far for the senior catcher in Metzger. 3-1 pitch on the way. Metzger went for that one, and Metzger had like a little shoot after that. You could just kind of see he goes, I think I might have missed my pitch up elevated in the zone. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runners at first and second. Payoff pitch by Xavier upcoming. This one is hit in the air, and that's going to split the gap to right center field. 1 run is coming in is Hussar. Rounding is Neva. Neva's coming in. Metzger has a 2 RBI bases clearing double. It's now 12-3 Northern Cass. Metzger continues to deliver the goods. He's got the walk, the single, the double, and a 3-run homer. All that he's missing now for the cycle is the triple as Hussar comes in to score alongside with Neva here. And now in the bottom of the 5th inning, it's a 12-3 contest. Cats out of the bag in this one. Unless there's a comeback, Metzger's going to be our player of the game after that RBI double. Not to say that he wasn't beforehand, but he just adds on to it. Metzger again with the 3-run homer in the first, had a single in the third, with a run scored, walked in the 4th, and now a double. He's got 5 of the 12 runs driven in here for Northern Cass. 12-3 with a runner at second. And Camden Van Wetchel comes up to the plate. Camden with a single and a run scored his last time up in the 4th. That one in there for a strike now, 0-1. If it gets to the top of the 6th inning here, Oaks would be sending their 6, 7, and 8 batters to the lineup. That one in there for a strike, and just like Xavier did to Busick, and Larson works ahead in the count here against Van Wetchel. 0-2 pitch, breaking ball popped up. Is this playable? It's going to be right in front of us here, coming down to trying to get it. And that's going to be caught by Lindbergh. So Lindbergh was able to make that particular play on the fly out. A little pop out here, and that'll retire the side, but not before Northern Cass is able to score a couple of runs in this one. 2 runs off 1 hit. There was 2 errors, and there was a runner left on base. We go to the top of the 6th inning with a new score. It's 12-3, Northern Cass.
MLGC offers ultra-high-speed broadband, streaming TV, telephone, advanced business services, and commercial-grade video surveillance services. MLGC has a goal to continue to deliver future technologies that make rural communities in North Dakota vibrant places in which to live and do business in. They're your local provider who prides itself on its unmatched customer service with a small-town touch. MLGC has offices in Enderlin, Cooperstown, and Kindred. For more info, go to mlgc.com.
What do basketball, choir, drama club, and marching band all have in common? They're all high school activities that offer learning opportunities not necessarily found in the classroom. They take up just a fraction of a typical North Dakota high school's budget, and they go a long way to giving young people the tools they need to thrive. High school activities, they're more than extracurricular. They're extra important, too. This message presented by the North Dakota High School Activities Association and the North Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
To the top of the 6th inning on our Bank North scoreboard with locations in Oaks and Hunter, North Dakota. For more information, go online to ibanknorth.com. That's ibanknorth.com, or stop by one of their locations today. So top of the 6th inning, Oaks is down by 9. First pitch swinging, and that's going to be a single. David Schmitz with a leadoff single here for the senior left fielder. He hit number 9 against Aaron Busick, who's on for his 6th inning of work. Dolney and Roney due up now here for the Oaks Tornadoes. Here's Blazin with a single and a stolen base in the 4th. Struck out as well in the 2nd. Quick pitch is not going to be in time. So righty versus righty here in this one. The Oaks Tornadoes, they haven't scored since they had 2 solo home runs in the 3rd inning. This one's going to be hitting the air, and that's going to be Neva. Neva's got one, a chance for the double play. Yes, sir! Neva turns 2, 6-3 on the line drive. Second double play here by the defense of Northern Cass. So a little pop out there, and then it's going to go to 3, and that might be our precision play of the game, has been the double play here by Northern Cass, their 2nd one they've turned, and that'll be a ball. Rogan Roney now 1 of 2. The other double play ended the 5th inning, the 4-6-3 on a Haberman grounder. That went to Larson, Neva, and Van Wetchel. And now all of a sudden it's 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes. The righty here, Busick, and the pitch. That one will be a 1-hopper, now 3-0. Sometimes in high school sports, if you just have a particular player that looks like they can do anything on a field, that's Neva without question here for Northern Cass. That one going to miss, and that's going to be a ball here to Brogan Roney. So he gets a board here for the 3rd time. 2 walks and a single. Now the coming to the plate, Wallach will be stepping in. Wallach is 0 for 1 with a pop out his last time up as the Canadian Pacific Railway makes its way across the left field. Haven't heard too much from the Trains today compared to maybe 2 weeks ago as far as the Interland Invitational. Those were humming along all day. This one's going to be no balls and 1 strike now. And it goes back to the top of the order. 0-1 pitch popped up here. Van Wetchel's going to give a hard chase after this. It'll be foul. Now 0-2. And a double plays here to end the fifth, and in 2 outs here in the sixth. So back-to-back innings of double plays without question. That's going to be our RDK Enterprises precision plays of the game. When you can turn double plays, particularly in a 7-inning game, that normally bodes well for you short-term and long-term in a baseball game. Aaron Busick will look in, works from the stretch here. No balls, 2 strikes. That one missing low, now 1-2. For Northern Cass, coming up will be the 6, 7, and 8 batters, and Oslin, Westland, and Cone in the bottom of the 6th inning. And the pitch. Strike 3 looking, and that'll retire Oaks here in the top of the 6th. So no runs off of 1 hit. There was no errors and 1 runner left on base. 6, 5.5 complete. Here in Enderlin, Northern Cass leads it by 9. It's the Region 1 baseball tournament on your live event.
This is Chris from RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer. This spring has been a trying time, and we may feel everything is out of our control. Please remember to slow down and stay safe this spring. Come home to your families each and every night. Please use this time to make sure your planter is ready to go. Keep downtime to a minimum. When you get into the fields, we are here to help you with any planting issues that may come up. RDK Enterprises, 636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
Bottom of the 6th inning here, Northern Cass 12-3 leads in this one. Earlier today in Enderlin, the resumption of the Kindred Richland Northern Cass game, Vikings won 5-1. Central Cass then 10-5 over Kindred Richland. 7 home runs combined. Ethan McCow had 2 solo homers. McKinney with a 2-run blast, and Carter Maggio with a solo home run as well. And the win for Central Cass as the Squirrels now 1 win away from heading to the state tournament at Newman Outdoor Field. They will play at 7 o'clock on Monday. On the opposite side, it will be Kindred Richland at 5 o'clock. That'll be on Monday in a loser-out game here for Kindred Richland. Still to come, Fargo Oak Grove will play the Ball Stars at the conclusion of this game, about a half hour to 45 minutes after the conclusion of this one. And then the nightcap, the winner of that contest will play right now as it stands, Northern Cass later tonight to see who would play Kindred Richland on Monday at 5 o'clock. This one is going to be a ball. Now 1-0. Carter Oslin struck out in the first, singled in the third, got a double with a run scored in the fourth here for Oslin. And Oslin gets popped up. Oslin also has an RBI single. This one is going to be into second, and Wilprek calls everybody off and able to glove it here, 1 down now in the bottom of the 6th inning. So Westland, the sophomore, has been very busy. Doubled in the second, walked in the third, and doubled in the fourth as well. And Westland has an RBI double, his last hit in that 4th inning. Here's the pitch. This one is going to get by for a ball, now 1-0. Go to yourliveevent.com to check out all the action up and down the Red River Valley this weekend. We're going to be busy, but that's how we like it. This one's going to be fouled. Now 1-1. 4 games tomorrow in Mayville for the Region 2 softball tournament. 4 games tomorrow in Hillsboro for the Region 1 softball tournament. Northeast Track and Field meet starts at high noon tomorrow. And the pitch, that'll miss for a ball, 2-1. And then we get to Monday, some more softball again. Region 2 baseball on Tuesday. Region 1 baseball as well on Monday in Castleton. 2-1 pitch in there for a strike. Now 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes here as Westland will look against Volser. And the pitch, fouled. And we'll keep it at 2-2. Xavier Volser on for his 2nd inning of work here for the Oaks Tornadoes. So far, an inning and a third. He does have a pair of strikeouts, 2 runs against him on 1 hit. And the pitch, this one came in, almost hit him. That'll be a ball now, 3-2. Breaking ball there thrown by Volser. 3-2 pitch upcoming. That one will be a walk, and Northern Cass will have a 1-out base runner. It'll be the second walk by Westland as he reaches base. And now coming up is going to be Nate Cohn, the senior designated hitter, looking for his first knock of the afternoon here. 0 for 3, a strikeout, ground out, and alongside a pop out here for Northern Cass. Runner at first is Westland. Westland's going to try to get to second. Here's the throw by Newstill. The tag is trying to be applied, but it comes out of Roney's glove. And now going into scoring position again is going to be Westland. So stolen base. As Nate Cohn will work ahead. 1 ball, no strikes here in the bottom of the 6th inning. With 1 down. Walser looks back. 1-0 pitch. Now it'll be 1-1. As Xavier will look back at the runner and the 1-1. That'll miss for a 2-ball, 1-strike count upcoming. Northern Cass so far with 12 hits across in this particular contest. And the pitch. This one will be a grounder to Wallach. Wallach one hops it to Lindbergh. The runner will get to third base on that one as Wallach kind of looked back the runner Westland. But had enough time to go over across the diamond. 5-3 on the putout. 2 down now as Aaron Busick, the number 9 batter, steps up. Busick 0 for 3. Stolen base on the 2nd inning after reaching base on an error. Ground out in the 4th and a strikeout in the 5th as well. So Busick with a chance with the runner and the game-ending run. Now 90 feet away at third with 2 outs here in the 6th. And the pitch. This one is going to be hit on the ground. Roney tries to glove it. Goes across the diamond. Not going to be in time. It's an infield single. And that one's going to do it. 13-3 is your final. Northern Cass is able to pick up the victory here in this one. Again, a final of 13-3 in 6 innings. Coming up on our post-game show, we'll hear from a victorious Northern Cass Jaguar. An infield single there for Aaron Busick. And that'll be the 10-run rule there as Northern Cass gets the 1 run they were looking for here on the bottom of the 6th inning. Game time. That'll be 1 hour and 36 minutes. We're back after this with our post-game show on your live event.
Dakota Heritage Bank is a bank on the go and on the grow, with locations in Hunter, Hope, Galesburg, Hillsboro, Grandin, Gackle, Streeter, Judd, Harvey, Medina, and Red Lake Falls. More locations and more services. Dakota Heritage Bank offers mobile banking and online banking with bill pay, so you can bank anytime, anywhere. Stop in and visit Dakota Heritage Bank today. Sharing our heritage, sharing our future. dhbanknd.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Friday Night Racing returns this summer to Red River Valley Speedway in West Fargo, featuring 5-wide, high-flying, family-friendly action. Weekly racing featuring IMCA modified, stock cars, sport mods, sprint cars, hobby stocks, and index legends. Racing begins at 7 o'clock. Adult tickets are $13. Kids tickets just $5. See the full schedule online at RedRiverValleySpeedway.com. All summer long, enjoy Friday night action at Red River Valley Speedway in West Fargo.
Powerful and playful. Delicate and precise. Bold and carefree. It's the way you move, and it moves us. To deliver care for your whole family. To provide options beyond the expected. To help you leave pain in the past and find your way forward. Orthopedics and sports medicine at Sanford Health.
Let's get real. You're ready for a place that's big enough to grow and small enough to care. So get ready for the University of Minnesota Crookston. With more than 30 majors, minors, and certificates, you'll earn a University of Minnesota degree in a close-knit community where faculty become friends and friends feel like family. And to get a degree that can make a difference, you don't need a big city, just big dreams. The University of Minnesota Crookston. Real, hands-on.
Final again on our Bank North scoreboard, 13-3. Northern Cass picks up the win. Join us now, catcher for Northern Cass in this one. That's Jack Metzger. And Jack, congratulations first and foremost on keeping the season alive. I know it's been a long day for you guys already, playing the resumption of the Kindred Richland game. Had to wait a little bit here to go up against the Oaks Tornadoes, but let's talk about the first inning. Oaks scores first. You're behind 1-0. You come to the plate. Runners at first and second with Larson and Huzar. You had a 3-run homer. Just take us through that at bat a little bit and what you saw on the pitch.
Well, I was just looking for a strike. I was talking to one of my previous coaches I had. He just told me, like, go in there and barrel the ball up, like everyone else is doing it. And then we actually had a hit and run on, so I'm just like, I'm swinging at this pitch no matter what, and got a bit lucky and put it out, I guess.
This park, we saw 7 home runs in the last game with the Vikings and the Squirrels, 4 combined here for you guys. But you got the 3-run homer, and then talk about your teammate, Keegan Neva, in the 4th inning. I don't know if that one's came down yet.
No.
When you heard that one, where you were at, what did you see in terms of where you were?
Well, I just knew that he was so due. He was just popping them up, and he was getting on himself, being a little hard on himself. But then when he hit that ball, I couldn't feel any better for him. He sent that one, so it was a great hit.
And anytime we're talking about the catcher, we got to talk about your battering ram, and Busa coming up there, able to go 6 innings, get the complete game, and especially in a tournament time like this when someone's able to go out there, grind innings away, and try to set up your pitching staff for as best as possible, because you still have a game here tonight to where you want to get to on Monday. So how big was that for Busick to go 6 innings?
He knew he was going to have this game, and he's super confident. He told me he was feeling good before the game, and, he wants the whole thing. He says his arm never hurts, and he wants to pitch as many pitches as he can, so I'm happy for him. He did awesome.
Final thing for you, Jack, before we let you go. How are you going to stay warm now between this one and you got about another 2 hours, give or take a little bit, depending on how our next game goes before you get ready for the winner of our next one between the Ballsters and the Grovers? So how are you going to stay warm, man?
Well, we sat on the bus last game. We watched the game on our phones, and that's just how we were watching. We saw a few home runs, and we were like, we got to come out here, and then we were cold. So might stay on the bus a little longer this time, but that's about all we can do.
Hey, Jack, thanks so much for your time. Best of luck later tonight, and congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
Jack Metzger again with us here, the catcher for Northern Cass. A 10-1 win for the Jags. Back with our post-game show after this.
Honesty, loyalty, integrity. At Bank North, we've remained true to these values for generations. They shape the way we do business, work with customers, and support our communities. We've been here for more than a century, helping people grow farms and businesses, finance homes, and pursue their dreams. It's values-based banking, and it's all about working together to strengthen the common threads that bind us together. Bank North, always true.
It's the concert event of the summer in the Brainerd Lakes area. Lakes Jam, June 22nd through June 25th at Brainerd International Raceway.
R&J Broadcasting is the presenting sponsor.
Experience Lakes Jam. For rock and rollers, the main stage features Tesla, Warrants, and Hairball. For country enthusiasts, John Party, Cole Swindell, Gabby Barrett, and Mark Wills. Experience watercross, drifting, and lawnmower racing. For on-site camping, lodging, and tickets, visit lakesjam.com.
It's now time to get to our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game, and while we just talked with him, catcher for Northern Cass, the senior Jack Metzger again, goes 3 for 3 with 5 runs driven in and alongside 3 runs as well for the cleanup batter here. He is our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game. For more information, go online to enbridge.com/line3.us, and we go from there to our RDK Enterprises Precision Plays of the Game. That's the twin killing, the double plays, which ended the 5th inning and alongside got 2 outs in the 6th. The 4-6-3 Larson and Neva Van Wetchel in the 5th, and then the little pop-up liner to Neva, who then was able to throw it over to Van Wetchel to get Schmitz out for the twin killing as well. RDK Enterprises Precision Plays of the Game. That's 2 of them, the double plays, with locations in Hillsboro and Drayton. RDK Enterprises there to provide the customer service and support for your precision plant equipment. It pays to plant with precision from RDK Enterprises in Hillsboro and Drayton. So a final in this one in 6 innings, Northern Cass and Oaks. Again, the 10-run rule. Still to come here, 2 more games on deck. Fargo Oak Grove against the Hankinson, Fairmount, Campbell, Tinto, Rosso, Lingerwood. Co-op, and then the winner of that game will play Northern Cass later tonight here in Enderlin. Winning pitcher is Busick. Wilprek picks up the loss. Northern Cass 13 runs, 12 hits, no errors, 5 left on base. Oaks 3 runs, 9 hits, 5 errors, and 5 runners left. Oaks finishes the season 6-10. Northern Cass improves to 13-4 in a game that was 1 hour and 36 minutes old. On behalf of Joey Hughes, I'm Chase Miller. Go to your live event about a half hour or so for our next contest between the Grovers and the Ball Stars. It's the Region 1 tournament from Enderlin.